Greetings, Curveballs, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lisa and I am the Curvy Cuban. I produce primarily bright, vivid, fun eyeshadow looks like so. I also have a series on my channel called Dupe That Palette, so if you do not have one of the most hype palettes, I can show you how you can dupe it using whatever shadows you already own. Today I'm not duping a palette, I'm actually trying a new one, only because I got a huge bundle deal from Makeup a Murder for a very great price. In this, I got a 9-pan eyeshadow palette and 7 loose neon pigments. This theme is really adorable. They come in their own little poison vials. You get like this crime scene investigation type setup here. The pans are really, really large. I compared it to my Juvia's Place pans and they are a little bit bigger, but you've got a shade for every color of the rainbow. If you're new here and you are interested in checking out how I get my eye looks or what products I prefer to spend my money on, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really don't think you're gonna regret it. And if you like this eye look, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, for right now, let's just get on into the tutorial, try it on. Let's check out this makeup. Let's play with pigment. I've gone ahead and done something I've never done on my channel, and that is start one eye off camera. Of course, I'm not finished with this eye, but I at least got an idea of where I was going with it so I can explain it to you all. So starting out, sketching a shape with the darkest of the blue colors that I'm going to be using, coming all the way in towards my brow bone with my eyes wide open because I have deep set eyes, and in order to cut the crease and see it, I have to mark my shapes much higher than the typical eyeball. So right now I'm going with a dark blue / turquoise-ish pigment, and I'm sketching out my shape, and I do want it to kind of V out like that. So I'm also going to sketch underneath my lash line so I know where I want that shadow to meet on the outer edges. I saw somebody do their brow bone highlight first, so I'm just going to go in with a brow bone highlight and press it all the way across the top, and that will really help blowing out these edges and the blend. And grabbing my Makeup a Murder palette and dipping into the shade Master. That is the color I want on the outer edge of the blend. And I'm going to dip into the shade Basement, which is that black, and I'm going to deepen up that crease color even more. Or in my case, the above the crease color. Now on this eye, I used my P. Louise Basic Brights in the shade Blue to cut the crease. Next time I think I'm going to use just the regular P. Louise base, so it will make my blue neon pigment pop a little bit more, but I don't want my eyes to look completely different, so I am going to stick with the same thing here. Because these blues are so close, you can't really tell the sharpness of the crease. That's okay, we're gonna work with it. Live and learn. I'm gonna take a really tiny brush and just define that dark cut a little bit more. The part I'm about to do is where it gets the trickiest, actually playing with the neon pigments, because neon pigments, these are completely loose. If you look it up, they're probably going to say they're not eye safe, even though that's what they're made for and sold for. That's a risk that you have to take depending on whether or not you have sensitive eyes. I do not, I don't believe, so that's what I'm going to use. So in this Makeup a Murder set, it comes in a little poison vial, and because this can get over everything and everywhere, you only need the tiniest amount. So I'm literally just taking what's on the cap and touching it with my brush and pressing it onto my lid, because I do not want neon pigment trickling all down my face. I also do my eye makeup first so as to not mess up my face makeup, but I know plenty of people do their face makeup first. And if that's the case, you're probably gonna wanna lay down a lot of powder underneath your eyes so you can dust off any loose pigment that may trickle down, or just bite the bullet and do your eyes first. See how it's such a tiny bit, goes a long way. And then in order to get the nice sparkle shimmer, because that pigment, although neon, was just a little too matte for me, I'm just grabbing one of my ColourPop Jelly Mutt shadows left on thread. And I'm gonna take my pinky and just start pressing it all over my lid space and give it a little bit more pizzazz. And I'm taking a relatively dry makeup wipe and I'm just gonna wipe off this inner corner here. Okay, so now I'm taking an itty bitty teeny tiny brush and I'm grabbing the neon yellow pigment and I'm just gonna take what's left on the back of the plug here and just pat that into my inner corner. This is definitely more of what I was looking for on this side. I'm definitely gonna have to fix that. And as I just swoop this remaining pigment over, the blue and the yellow turn into a pretty green gradient. For my eyeliner, I'm using a ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Crossed, which is neon yellow. For underneath the lash line, I'm just picking up some forest green right here in the middle. Grab the neon green. Just gonna go back into the shade Basement, which is that black in the palette, and re-outline the cut crease. Now I'm going to take the same brush and just put that black in the outer corner to meet where that cut crease is. I'm gonna snag another one of my Super Shocks in the shade Bay, which is like this dark purplish indigo blue black that I'm going to put right on top of that black shadow. Okay, going back into the Makeup Murder palette, color white, shade Bath. Every shade in this palette is named after a room, kind of like Clue. Like the murder happened in the bathroom with Colonel Mustard and the candlestick type thing. So it's quite fitting that the white would be considered the bathroom. Add a little bit more of the light blue master in there. And I'm gonna drag that master all the way underneath my lash line. Some of my Suva Beauty Hydra Liner. See if I can't get a decent consistency there. It's like playing with watercolor. If it's too watery, it won't be as opaque. If it's too thick, it'll crack. When it first goes on, it looks amazing. But then it starts to dry a little bit and then it doesn't look as opaque. All right, so now I'm gonna do lashes and the rest of my makeup and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I feel like it all came together pretty well. It is very difficult to work with. I need some practice before I do another tutorial using these, but I am gonna tell you, for all the people who are going on no buys right now because of all the products that are out there, I'm telling you, this is the most bang for my buck that I've gotten in a long time. I got this Makeup and Murder Crime Scene Trace Evidence eyeshadow palette. It's called Volume 1 Paint Chips. In it, you have every color of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, a pink, a white, and a black, in very decent sized pan shapes. I also got a forensic eyeliner pen, and I love it because it is super, super fine. I also received this adorable crime scene tape for your eyes whenever you're trying to do a nice eye look, and it says Makeup and Murder Crime Scene. And the piece de resistance, all of the neon pigments. So in this, they look like little poison bottles. We've got the purple, got the green, we have blue, we have orange, we have yellow. This one is the pink, and I think this one is red. To me, it looks more coral, but I think it's supposed to be a red neon. So every color in the rainbow, and let me tell you, you saw how I just barely removed the plug and touched on it. And I got an entire eye look out of using just the crumbles that are here. These will last me the rest of my life. I just don't see how anybody could go through this. I do have a video coming up pretty soon about how to make your own eyeliner and how to make your own neon eyeliner using these pigments. So that's probably where most of my product is gonna go to, and I will show you that soon. But I just really can't get over the fact that for $49, I got the entire bundle of 7 loose neon pigments, a 9-pan palette that was probably worth that money on its own, eyeliner, and the crime scene investigation eye tape. The thing is, I went in there purposefully just to find these pigments, but when I saw that bundle deal, I was like, I really can't pass that up. It's worth every penny. And now that I have it, I realize how pigmented the shadows are. I mean, the shadows, not the loose pigments. Like, here's this purple, and there's a swatch. Look at that. I mean, I'm barely touching this. That is pigment, that is worth it. So this compares to me a lot like a Juvia's Place palette. Is the same size pans. Actually, let me compare. It might be even a little bigger. Here's the size of Juvia's, and here's this. So the pans are a little bit bigger. Same 9-pan setup, and it is an indie company, which I can get behind supporting when they produce bomb product for very reasonable prices. And you know I like that, just like you've seen my Carity video, how I've duped some ABH palettes using my Carity products. This is a pretty good find. So if you haven't checked them out, check them out. Comment down below if neon is a little bit too far out of your comfort zone, or if it's something you'd like to see. You're interested in seeing my neon eyeliner technique. So until next time, stay curvy, stay colorful, and we will see you in a week. Bye.